Alright. Oh, I get to turn the... There we go. Welcome back. Still looking for some redemption here. Just need what I want is like a difficult round that I can get through without any luck. That's still what I'm looking for here. That's my redemption. Chancellor. This is 1 to 2, so take it 1 is default, and then Chancellor makes it 2. It should just say... It's not really 1 to 2, I think it's just 2. I think. We've got Lycanthrope as well. And because we have Lycanthrope, I know there's no corruption, I can just kill this. That's Ba. Okay. And Chancellor's 2, and goes evil. We can make it either 6 or 4. So, can go to 5 then. Good Confessor, that's gonna be Lycanthrope then. Which does mean you're telling the truth, it's either 4 or 6. So, I think it should be 6 here, because the outcast should be Wretch and Lycanthrope. So, I think it should just be... Oh, and also, yeah, because now you're starting to shut up, so yeah. Alright, cool. Puka Poisoner Minion Plague Doctor. So you're good. So you say truth. I'll see what of you has to be lying. 5 or 8, 2 or 3. So we have double Empress, double Oracle. No overlap from any of them though, which kind of sucks. Like the Empresses don't overlap, the Oracles don't overlap. I'm gonna check Judge here on itself. So you're lying. Okay. 4 away is never possible. It's never 2, 3, 4 because 1 Empresses has to be fake. Trying to look at the Oracles and the Empresses. No one I can tell is outright lying. Because like if you had like both of the Oracles, for example, then I know you're lying. But you, what is that? Not both. You also have 2 people that I know for a fact are lying. It's like that's something, but like they could easily both be corrupted here. So, or is this one where obviously Plague Doctor's good. 3 and 6, I don't really know much yet. I don't want to use 3. I'd rather use 3 to self-confirm, but I only have 1 like good self-confirm target right now. So I was trying to find if Judge was telling the truth or Hunter, but it was lying. Might just use Plague Doctor on someone here, but don't know who I want to do that with. Well, let's just go through a case here. Let's say 5 is lying, which means 2, 4, 8 are real. Means 2 of them are corrupted. And 5 isn't necessarily fake. But 7 is necessarily fake, which means 2 and 3 are both real. Which means if 2 is not corrupted by Plague Doctor, 5 is Poisoner, so it'd be 7, 5, and then 9 says 1 through 6, so it could just be 9. So honestly, a good chance thing. At least one of the two like pairs of the same role are evil. But it's not necessarily the case. I'm just gonna use like Doctor on someone who I think is corrupted. Not so corrupted, but you know, just lying. Okay. And you are good. You're good. You're good. So you're both corrupted. It's probably would have corrupted you, and then you're corrupted. Could be wrong with that. You can do this now. You're a poisoner. You are good. And telling the truth. And also, you're good. You're also not telling the truth. So at this point, you have to be lying. 1, 3, 6. You have to be lying. So you're lying. I think it would be like 7 and 10, and then you're telling the truth. So not necessarily, I suppose. It could be 7 to 10 here, honestly. So also, I know you know 7 is evil. I should just kill that. I think it's just 10 here, to be honest. And I think. So you corrupted you. You corrupted you. And then. You corrupted you. So anyone else it could ever be. If it's 6, then 8 is lying. 9 is on the truth. 10 is lying. But 8 and 10 can't really both just be lying. So it's not 6. For it to be 8, 6 is lying, and 10 is lying. So it's not that. For it to be 9, 6 is lying. So it could be 9 as well. But then, no, but then who did play Dr. Corrupted? So I don't think it is. So then it has to be 10. Really? And who did you corrupt then? I think it's 9. And who did you corrupt? Oh, son. Oh, you corrupted 6. I like knew that. It could have been 10 anyway, so whatever. But that was still a valid kill. Get 5 more Puka. So you have to just Puka, I think. Yeah. Because if you weren't Puka, you are either not adjacent to evils, or you're adjacent to Puka, which means you wouldn't say one evil adjacent. Let's switch Puppeteer. So 578. He's good. I don't know if I buy that. You're drunk at worst, but I'll leave it for now. Honestly, I'm trying for that lowest kill. Alright. Shit, that works. I can just start everything over now, doesn't really matter. Obviously, you're lying. You could be drunk, but I'll just deal with that once I have more information. 2 kills adjacent. Believable. 3 pairs of evil. Yeah, at this point, like, killing drunk doesn't even matter. That's fine. Just means you're telling the truth. If there were 3 pairs of evil, it'd have to be 2, 1, and 9. So 2 would be Puppeteer, or 2 would be Puppet. It would be Puppeteer. And 9 would be Witch, which is believable, you know. Excuse me. I don't see anything wrong with that. But let's just check. Let's say 2 is lying. 1 is real. It's 1 of 7 and 8 is fake. And if it's 8, it could, well, puppet kind of mess things around because it could be an evil lying, or an evil telling the truth, I mean. I think it's just 219. I think 2's puppet. 1's here. But I just want to account for the fact, like, what if 1 is real, right? If I kill 1 and 1 is real, what does that leave me with? Only 1 is target is fake. So if, in the case where, well, if 2 is real, 7 is lying. Well, in the case where 1 is real, 2 is fake. Which means, so 1 is real, 2 is fake, 7 is telling the truth. So the only way 7 is evil is if it's puppet, and 6 is puppeteer. And then 8 would be telling the truth. And 9, which, you know, that could be the case. Or 7 would be some other evil, and 6 would also just be lying. I think it'd have to be 7 is puppet, and 6 is puppeteer. Or, nothing could be other, doesn't have to be puppet. Or 8 is the evil, 2 is still evil, and then it'd have to be 9, who is puppeteer puppet. So if 1 is real, it's either 8, 9 or 6, 7. No, it can't be 8, 9 because then 6 is lying, so it'd have to be 6, 7. And then there's the case where 7 or 1 is evil. Well, I know what to do if 1 is real. So if I kill 1 and he's real, I just do 2, 7, 6. So I can just kill that. That was a puppeteer. So I think it is gonna be 2 is puppet then. And then 9 is witch. Okay. 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 Good start. 4 cards. It's not possible anymore. Almost was possible. Let's check Jester, I guess. Yep. So much info, this is awesome. That's not true. Okay, let's use Judge. So I know you're lying, I know you're lying. Let's do this. 9 is saying truth, I'll reveal 9 then. I'll check, yeah, I'll do this. So 7's evil then. I'll go 9. That was good, okay. It's a nice saying truth, so I know you're telling the truth. One of those was Bombardier. Yeah. It's telling the truth. Yeah, so yeah, so Sun has to be fake here. Few could be corrupted. I want my abilities back again. And I think it has to be these 3, right? Yeah. And you corrupted you, and then you are Bombardier, or you just didn't corrupt anyone, and you're, you know, real. Yeah, corrupted druid. Okay, cool. That was a fun one. I just got to insta-confirm everyone, and then use that info to kill everyone else. Yeah, 2 more, I think. The minion puppeteer. So, that's obviously a lie. Obviously real. You could be telling the truth. Double Slayer, so one of them's gonna be fake, obviously. I think I just have them shoot each other. Because if I don't have them shoot each other, then if one of them doesn't work, doesn't kill, then it just means they're useless anyway, so. Okay, so they're both useless. They're never both real, so. And it's very unlikely you're going to do it at this point, but we'll do it for now. Until 3, 6, 9. So it's just 3 or 9 is what you're saying, which I don't know. 3 is good. Just go so clockwise. You know, you say 9. Let's check 9. 10 is evil, 9 is corrupted. Okay. So you're good. Now, this means you're lying. And you're never corrupted, so I can just kill you. Your puppet. I think that's a thing where alchemist puppets can lie. I think that's a thing. Because they don't cure the corruption, something like that. I think I saw that somewhere. But anyway, yeah, you're always a fake, and then you. So you're corrupted by you, which means you have to be corrupted by either Puka or Plague Doctor. If you, or you are Puka. So if you are Puka and you're corrupted by Plague Doctor, no, you're corrupted by Plague Doctor. So you, it's one from you and you basically. You're always lying, but you say you are good. No, you say you're good. No, I totally misread that. You say you're good. You say 2 away, so that doesn't really narrow anything down. I can just kill both of them though, so oh well. Alright. Last one about Poisoner. Okay, so you are awesome. Well, you're lying and you're fake. Worst case, you're drunk, because like, you didn't get Tournament Baker, so. That was Ba. Cool. You're drunk. So it's just one of the poets then. Coolio. You are both lying. You say you're also lying, so you're drunk. You say you're 3 from corrupted character, which doesn't actually help me, unfortunately. Oh, I know you're drunk. Let's do this. Poet or drunk. So I know you're drunk, which means you're not poet. Cool. There's some cool ones there. Alright, well, see you tomorrow.